Hi everyone, welcome to Understanding DROD RPG with Kieran. This is your host Maurice, and with me is...
Kieran, hello.
Hello! So the last time we managed to get to Rule 4, we did some thinking and analyzing, and as far as I remember, and you reminded me this before the recording, I have decided to kill the Goblin.
Yes, and I'm glad you decided that because that is the right thing to do. Just as a quick catch up for anyone, the Goblin costs 480 HP. Going the other route will cost you a yellow key and 120 because there's two antlions. So in terms of pure score, the Goblin is cheaper, but also the utility of the key is... we can make the assumption that you probably want to hang on to a key in this case.
Right.
So if it's very, very close to 400, you might still want to keep hold of the key anyway.
Right. So our goal right now is to kill the Goblin King, except we can't really do it without collecting the Goblin Biter first. So our real first goal is getting the Goblin Biter. So what we have to do together is to kill this goblin. Of course, going backwards, right? Kill the goblin. We will be going through this blue door.
Fortunately, we've got the key already.
Yes, we'll be collecting this attack gem, going through these two green doors. Where can we get a key? There is one key for the second door, and this door has a key.
It's up here. There it is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And we might be also be getting this attack gem for free, I think. If I remember correctly the calculations, the antlion will be free.
Well, the antlion needs 4 more attack. I think, if you remind me, if you open up the screen, I think it's 4 more attack. Yes. So there are actually 3 attack gems
here
before it. In fact, technically 4 attack gems before it, and they each give 2 each. So we should be able to hit that for free.
Right.
If we wish. It might just be worth very quickly looking over all the attack checkpoints of the monsters, just so we understand.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. So Greyman is 3 attack gems.
Yep, and of course after...
Yes?
I was just going to say, after you've killed that antlion for free on that other one, we'll be picking up an attack.
Yes.
So if we can get the antlion for free, by the time we reach that spot, we will hit the Greyman's attack checkpoint as well.
Yes. So we have to get 2 attack gems before we get across these arrows.
Yes.
Which means we have to get what? There is an attack gem here, but it requires going through the mad-eye. There's an attack gem, another mad-eye. Except we can hit this one from the back, right? So it will be like...
Yes, that's correct. So he's only going to hit you once.
Okay, yeah.
And they need 16 attack, which is quite a lot to get cheaper.
So it's not going to get cheaper anytime soon.
Yeah.
And the third one we could...
The third one needs an antlion and a mad-eye.
Right.
So.
Okay, so I think we know what we're going to do next. So let's continue. So yeah, no way to make the goblins cheaper right now, so we can just kill them. Right, we collected all of the attack gems from the previous floor.
Yes, we did. There's no more attack left. In fact, we can't really backtrack. We've left ourselves. Well, we can, but we're going to pay for it.
Yes, and
you might as well pick up that key behind the Greco door.
All right.
Because I mean, normally I'd say to leave it, but I can tell you in this case that you're not going to run out of money. You know, that's me cheating a bit.
So it detects... Oops.
Yes.
It detects the direction I'm looking at, right?
Yep, so at the moment you're in front of it.
Yeah.
But then, yeah.
Right. Okay, great. And I presume we can also collect this.
Yep.
And I remember you said we shouldn't be collecting all of the health upgrades, because...
you will want to stop at some point. Well, hang on. Before you kill that antlion, can you possibly get another attack gem before you do that? That's because you are right on the cusp of him being free. So,
I could do it if I kill the Greyman.
Yeah, well, the thing with the Greyman is that he needs 4 more attack. You are not actually able to get to that because the next attack gem is behind him.
Right.
So you will have to kill him for 180 damage regardless. So you might as well do that. He's blocking your progress, and you can't make him any cheaper.
That's good thinking.
Yeah.
Someday I will learn the keys in this game.
Not escape. Yeah. That's something to help you understanding RPG. What buttons to press?
So the Mad Eye, and we can't also make it cheaper. So if we want to get this attack gem, we have to pay the price for the.
Yep. Now, before you open the door, let's take a little look around this bottom area. So you've got a Mad Eye and a yellow door, but what about coming from the other approach? If you scroll over to the east, from the south,
it would also be a Mad Eye and a
yellow door. So to get to this bottom bit, you're either going to need to open that door there, or you're going to need to open this one over to the west.
Yes.
Over here. So you only really need to open one of those. One of the only things with this spot, though, is that once you are over on the eastern side, is that to get over there, if you scroll up, you will have crossed some force arrows.
Yes.
So you actually can't come back yet, but if you scroll north again and then over to the west, there is a way back, but it does mean killing an extra grey man. So getting that attack now means killing an extra grey man at some point. Bear in mind that it might be when he's very cheap, but you are sort of almost setting up another like backtracking.
Yes,
spot.
but of course every time I do think like that, like leaving the monster to be killed later if I'm going to backtrack, almost guarantees that the monster will be cheaper, right? Because I'm bound to improve on my stats.
Yes, so I mean there is opportunity, and of course here you need to recognize as well that if you pick up that attack now and open the door that you're thinking of opening, the yellow door, you are going to be saving at least 60 straight away on an antlion. So that is reason to consider that actually the Greyman can still cost 60 HP and you've still broken even on the trade because of the savings you're going to make right now. And there may be future savings as well. Like, what about the goblins, for example? We know we have to kill at least one of them before we get the goblin biter. So what's their stats?
So they need at least 2 more attack gems to cross the attack threshold.
I suppose this is a question of what's the next attack checkpoint, because there's actually quite a few gems that you're going to pick up anyway along the way. So I guess that's, unless we bust out a spreadsheet, we don't know yet if that's worthwhile. So
one option would be to make a save and get to the goblin. And check
I would say make a save, pick up the attack anyway, and then just before you get to the goblin, just see how close you are to the attack checkpoint. That's generally what I would do.
Okay, so now the Mad Eye is cheaper. Or was it the Antlion? No, the Antlion. Wait, so we also made the Antlion cheaper.
Well, the thing was to make the Antlion
No,
free.
it was only the Antlion, right.
Yes.
The Mad Eye, we can't get it cheaper because it's 16 more.
Yeah, Mad Eye's going to take
So we can as well kill this Antlion too.
Yep.
So what I basically did right now here was pay 110 HP for an improvement in my attack.
Yes. But by making that decision now, because we've sort of decided that we don't want to backtrack for a while, we're sort of hoping that extra 2 attack is going to be useful at some point before the Grey Man on the backtracking is fairly cheap. That's sort of the payoff. So here we see we've hit the next attack checkpoint.
So we need 5 attack gems.
So let's count how many attack gems we think we can reach
1
before we kill the next goblin.
2
or any goblin,
3, 4 and 5.
Yes. So we do actually get to save another 80
Yes.
by picking up that attack gem now. And we're sort of gauging it on, did we want to come back when we'd hit the next Mad Eye checkpoint, which would have left him at 55, like a saving of 55. So this feels pretty good by picking up all that attack now, basically, because we know we'll save 80 in the short term at least.
So basically, by doing that, we'll be like, 25 HP ahead. Because we paid the additional 55. Well, okay, no, that's going a bit in the wrong direction. Because we had to pay the 110 for killing the Mad Eye.
Yeah, right. But like, if you waited until the next Mad Eye checkpoint, you're only saving 55 on that, so...
Unless I waited until the Mad Eye was free.
Yeah, and I mean, you may find as well that you want to soon hit some other attack checkpoint for something else, and having that extra 2 attack makes that easier to achieve. So, it feels pretty good, even though we don't know yet 100% the full implication. We can see we are getting at least most of it paid off almost straight away. So, that feels pretty good. Yeah.
So the Greyman is 22 attacks, so not going to happen.
Yeah. We did hit that, but we will pick this up anyway.
Goblins are strong.
Yeah. So we
have to do all of this, yeah.
Okay, there's some attack gems there, which of course we could try and get, but that's...
Well, they're all behind a goblin. You really don't want to be killing any goblins before the goblin biter, because it saves like 200 to 300 HP, something around that for each one. So it's...
Okay, I'm going
to save before you cross the force arrows anyway, just in case. But we should just hit the attack checkpoint here now.
I can actually check this here.
Yeah.
+1. And the next one is on +15.
And wow, big difference there. So 322. So it's okay. So it saved 160.
Yes.
Damage on these goblins, but of course you really need it for the boss. I think it's impossible to kill that boss without the goblin biter.
Let's see. I think maybe there is a way to kill the Goblin King, but then even if it was
you
possible,
might be right. It might be it might be possible, but
but then you won't be able to proceed.
Very far. Yeah.
I guess we need challenges in DROD RPG for things like that.
Yeah, I mean, the authors can always set up custom score points.
Yeah, that's
true.
Sort of
thing. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so we have to kill these goblins now.
Yes, you do. You have no choice. You must kill him.
Okay, should I be leaving the potions behind now?
Or? It might be worth leaving some potions behind.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, why not?
So yeah, the Goblin King is now like only 636 HP. We need 2 more attack gems to save 159 HP on him.
Yep, so that's quite a substantial saving. That's a lot of damage that he does. But we should take a look at what we actually... where we can find them.
So our attack gems are 1 behind the goblin here, another 2 behind 2 goblins in total. We have 1 behind the rock golem, which is only 60 HP.
Yeah, that one seems pretty good. I mean, the most saving you can make leaving him later is 60, but if we can hit the next attack checkpoint, we've already beaten that.
Yes.
And then we need 1 more, and I can tell you now, because you've seen, there are 5 goblins, each with 1 attack gem behind them. So if you look, if you wait till the next attack checkpoint, you're saving 80. 80 plus 60 brings you to 140. That's 60 from the rock golem, leaving him till later, and 80 for leaving the goblin till later. And 140 is less than what you save by knocking down the goblin king. So seems pretty good to pick up the one behind the rock golem and then some goblin get another one.
So let's kill the rock golem first. Alright. And actually, if you wanted to go to the
You
west...
can still go this way, there's still a goblin, so...
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking that if I wanted to open the way through here, I would still have to kill 2 Greymen.
Yes, you would, so you don't need to backtrack yet, so...
Okay, but going here would require me to pay 20 Greckles. Is there any goblin which we could kill?
The ones in the secret room down, they all require at least 20 Greckles, so you might as well... here's an interesting... You might as well open this one, because this one also potentially leads to other things, you know.
Well, it certainly leads to another attack gem here.
Or a blue key, as well, so... So this one sort of essentially opens up more than the others do, which just give you, like, another attack gem, so... It may never matter, but that's just a general rule. So
not here. So
let's see. Well, we're certainly not hitting that next attack checkpoint.
So I guess all we have to do is to just kill the Goblin King, right?
No.
Yep, he's not going to get any cheaper, so we might as well do it. He's at the minimum he's going to cost.
77% optimal. Hooray!
And this opens up the next level, which we may as well start to explore.
Yes.
I mean, we know that we have 4 attack gems, each behind a goblin left behind, and a blue key behind a grey man. Those are like the most important things that we've left behind.
And something that has happened behind the scenes after the previous episodes is that I have explored the whole floor.
So
with
that's
you.
good.
I hope you remember we did it.
Yes, I did. I wasn't going to say that as such on video, but fine. You spoiled it all. We talk off camera. It's terrible.
Okay, so maybe let's just first identify like our main goal on this floor. Like where is the exit? The exit is here. Are there any items here that we would want? This ship.
Yeah, so I can tell you the shield gives you an extra 40 defense, taking you to 80 defense. You can't right-click it, so
that's
I'll
quite a
let
lot.
you know that. Yeah. It does need a blue key to get there. But there is actually on the way, if you scroll to the west here, there is actually a blue key that you just pick up on the way. So it's.
And for 2 yellow keys, it sounds like a steal.
It doesn't. The one I'm actually looking at, the one to the north of the room. You actually get it for free.
There
is another one up there. Yeah. So the blue key cost is not a problem on the way to the shield. Yeah.
And it's indeed going to be on our way there.
Yeah.
So what we will have to kill will be 1 soulless.
Yeah.
And we need 1 attack gem for the guy. Probably we maybe will even get another attack threshold in the meantime.
Yeah, we are now at the 3 times multiplier.
Yes.
So attack gems on here are pretty good.
And we won't have to kill this star baby because of the platform here, which is something you told me about on the
again
when you were
spoiling
exploring
little tricks. But yeah, that's exactly the same trick as that secret room in Rule 2, the really obvious one that you said was very obvious.
I mean, you have to take this platform to step on this pressure plate, but the thing is that you can actually then use this platform to go north instead of going back the same way and moving around. And this also allows you to skip the cost of this Greckle gate.
Yes, that's correct, it does.
So yeah, we want to get here.
You do have to kill that tar baby at the south of the room as well.
Yes, because
that opens the black doors.
Yeah, right. And I think this pressure plate opens this black door?
Yes, so yeah, the tar baby opens the northern black door, and then that lets you open the southern pressure plate.
Yeah, and going backwards, we can't enter this room from this direction, so we'll have to enter from here. So which means we will have to enter from here.
Yeah.
Oops.
That's another soulless, so there are 2 in the way.
Except we don't have to kill this one, actually.
That is true. We don't. But the thing with that one is that you're basically banking on reducing a hit, or the shield that you get saves you enough that it's
Right.
actually cheaper to take the hit and then come back and kill him later. But you will have to assess that closer.
Yeah,
'Cause
because we don't know how many attack thresholds we will cross.
Yes.
Okay, and to get into this place, I presume this is the only entrance,
Yes, it is.
and this seems to be the only entrance there. So 3 yellow keys and the swordsman,
Yep.
who hits
So-
pretty hard.
Gigantic savings if we can get 16
Yes.
or more attack.
And I'm guessing
Unfortunately,
it's going to be
sorry.
possible or not.
it's definitely possible. What's really sad is that despite some character coming into this room and telling you that you want 150 attack to make him free, or something along those lines, you actually physically can't do it. So, yeah, we only need 100
Right.
to get that far.
So
100
the
attack.
things get a bit more complicated here because we have multiple ways to get
Yes.
there. Although, do we? Yes, we do. Because we could enter from here
Yeah.
and get all the way there, or in some way from this direction.
Yeah. So we are opening a green key, a green door regardless.
So probably at this point it's best to just move forward because
Yeah, we'll assess the rest
Yeah.
then as we go.
the possibility tree when going backwards is getting a bit too large.
Yeah. But we know our general goal and what
Yes,
direction we're
right.
heading in.
We want to collect all of the attack gems, not
Mm-hmm.
lose much HP, and win the game.
Yeah. So something you wouldn't have known, but I will tell you now, 84 attack, which we're on, not only was the attack checkpoint for the Goblin King, but it was also an attack checkpoint for the Tar Baby. So by collecting exactly this amount, we have shaved 100 off of this Tar Baby as well. So, but you wouldn't have known that because you hadn't come in and looked
Yes.
at them.
So now this decision whether to kill the tar baby or open the yellow door. You said the yellow door is worth 400 points, 400 HP,
Yes, it is.
a yellow key, and we know that the keys are going to get increase in value as time goes, as we get deeper.
Yeah, I mean, in general here, it's score equivalent. The question you've got to ask yourself is, do you think you're going to need keys more or you're going to need health more? And
But it's only
that's
400
something-
HP, and we have like 600 HP lying around here, and
Yeah, we
probably
do,
1000
so-
HP lying on the previous floor. So I'd be willing to bet that maybe it's not the most optimal solution to kill the tar baby right now, but it's certainly one that's going to allow us to proceed to the end of the hall.
I think it is optimal. I mean, the other thing you've got to realise here is that there are 4 yellow doors in the way of the shield at least, and we've
right.
only got 4 yellow keys, so we might want to consider holding off, and holding on to those keys
Okay.
as well.
I think I have saved not too long ago. There was an autosave after killing the Goblin King, so
There
I'm just
was,
going to attack the tar baby.
This
And of course I could take the Grackle Gate, but I don't have to do it right now, because I can just do it
Yeah.
on the way back. Not much decision here. Oh, it's the super difficult puzzle.
There you go, Rochi.
So you
Hooray!
do need to collect this health now if you wait too long.
Yes, because at some later floor...
Spoilers, you will lose the roach.
I think we have actually talked about it in the previous episode, so not much of a
fair
spoiler. Once I accidentally pressed tab and made the pocket roach spawn.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to leave this HP here. So the only way we could get more attack is by killing goblins on the previous floor.
Yeah, so killing 2 goblins to save damage on 1 goblin seems like a bad idea.
Yes. So, unless of course we will have
We
to
end
kill
up
more.
wanting the attack, yeah, and in which case you're right, we could also save on this goblin, but
Yes.
for now we don't know.
Goblins again.
For now I'm just going to proceed on and see what happens. So we have a decision of either remembering to press the right button. Either we can kill the goblin and press the pressure plate and enter this for free, or pay 40 grackles And
30 grackles.
probably at some point we will want to press this pressure plate to go back, I presume. I vaguely recall that you can get...
Yep, so you can get out of this. So this central area, I guess we should start... We sort of stopped assessing when we looked at this central area, but we should start thinking about it. So once you go up to this top bit and cross those force arrows there on that screen, the only way back out is to either open this green door, or if you go to the east, is to open that green door. You must open one of those to get out there. There is also a third green door below, and that green door, like, you either open that or you open both of the doors at the top, because you can really access, if you open both green doors at the top, you can access both sides of that green door, you see. So essentially it sort of boils down to, you have 3 green doors and you need to open 2 of them at some point.
Right.
So yeah, it's actually any 2 will work.
Yes, right.
So the way the layout is.
And I guess it doesn't really matter because this door doesn't really unlock anything special. The same is for this door because you can access the contents of this room from the other side.
Yes. So anyway, for this immediate decision you're making, if you kill the goblin, you open the way to a green door and you have no green keys.
Yes.
So you can spend
Although we can
money.
quickly get another green key, a green key here.
That's true. I mean, you can spend money to delay the decision, but you know, money is not all that useful here. It doesn't add to your score in any way, and you've got lots of it. So you know, it feels less valuable, even if you're not sure. So.
And I was already planning to spend the money here, so let's just do it. If it turns out to be a bad decision later, then we can just load the save. So yeah, soulless, we need 1 attack gem, and he's defending 1. So for now we are going to just leave him by.
Yep.
We need to open this door. There's no other option to go.
We will at some point wish to open this door because there is stuff behind it. It's the only way down here.
I mean,
unless
we have
you
to
are
open this door because otherwise we would have to kill the goblin, go there, and need a green key.
Yep, you're right.
Unless there is a green key on the previous floor, in which case you would have to kill a goblin probably to get it, or
no, there isn't. You are right. I forgot. You must open this door now.
Yes, I knew something you didn't. Alright, and it's again... Actually, yeah, I guess now is the decision whether we want to kill the star baby or cross this green door. Except if we cross this green door, we will have to kill this star baby to be able to clean up the...
Yep.
To actually proceed, even.
Yep.
So...
And one thing there, I don't know if you see it, but if you were coming from the other direction and you wanted to open the red doors,
you won't have to kill the tar baby.
You do not have to kill the tar baby, and he is way more expensive than the goblin, which you would still have to kill regardless if you wanted to come from that direction. So you do get to save a tar baby completely if you...
So it's basically the decision between kill the tar baby here and get 2 attack gems and clear this room without killing the star baby, or waste the green key here, kill the star baby, and get no attack gems. Yeah. So, not a huge problem to make. Not a huge problem to make the decision. Yeah.
And there's no way you're going to get enough attack to make that baby cheaper.
I'm just going to open this and take the attack gem because it's never going to get cheaper.
Good idea. So.
There's the secret thing which we can't do anything about right now.
Yep.
There's the blue key, and let me just take a look, because if we have a blue key we can go here, get those 3 yellow keys and access the secret room where we get an attack gem and a soulless which would hit us for 120 HP. So I don't think we want to get here right now.
So we do want to end up ultimately getting at least 13 more attack for the swordsman. We do still have 8 attack on the previous level, but it might be possible to make the goblins cheaper. Do you just want to check a goblin and see how close we are before we look at that?
There is one.
Yeah.
One attack gem.
Right, so we can probably find a way to get one more attack before killing any goblins. In fact, you know there is a way, because there is a attack gem right next to you where you're standing on the previous screen. And if you collect this, remember, always save before you go over a force arrow anyway, but if you collect this, but there is an easy way back out of... If you scroll to the north,
Yes.
you can see that you can at very least collect those 2 attack gems.
But then I'll have to make this whole journey either by opening this green door.
Well, yeah, but you can collect those 2 attack gems, kill that goblin, and then the one over to the east, and you're back where you started. So it only takes you basically 2 goblins and a commitment to opening that door.
And by the time I kill them, they will be cheaper, so it will be like the cost of 1 goblin right now.
Yeah, so it feels good to get the 6 attack for essentially killing 2 goblins when they're already cheaper. So that feels like a very good decision to make. So, because what else are you going to do to get the attack you need? Is, I guess, the question.
There isn't much choice I have right now, because of course I could kill the tar baby and cross this green door, but there isn't anything interesting here, really. Not in terms of gaining stats, so going north is the option we will want to take. Now the question is, after getting those attack gems, do we want to go to the west through this green door, or do we want to continue exploring? But I guess I can make this decision after I collect the attack gems, so I'll have updated stats on everything.
Yeah, so as you can see, that goblin, he hits you once and it needs 75 more attack to hit the next attack checkpoint. So that's not happening for a long time.
No.
And even if you went all the way to the shield before you came back, he's only hitting you once, so it will save you 40 damage. So compare that to, for example, the tar baby, who's hitting you 4 times and you save 100 if you get like 7 more attack. That's actually the goblin. There's very little that you're going to save in the short term compared to the tar baby. So this is what we've been doing all along, where if a monster's a very long time until you look to make more savings, you might want to consider that actually.
And actually we have crossed the threshold on the soulless, it seems.
Yes, we have.
Plus 14. So the question is, the tar baby is 10 attack for faster win, so we would need... How many attack gems we have on the previous floor right now? 4?
We only have 8 attack left on the previous floor.
But we also have a blue key. And if we got that blue key, it would allow us to get those attack gems here.
That is correct.
And then make the tar babies cheaper by 1 attack.
Yep. So and it's only 1 grey man, so you may want to think, is that... Yeah, you might want to... It might be worth just killing the goblin, going back to level 3 and taking a look at like what the grey man's costing. Go back to level 4, sorry.
Okay, then let's go back.
In fact, yes, you didn't have to kill one of those goblins, did you? It's only that one you have to kill at the moment. Yeah. You might as well pick up that key.
Yeah, that's true.
While it's here, like I know I keep saying don't collect a key until you need to, but yeah, it's just you have so much money.
Yes, and also it seems like a obvious choice that yellow keys is probably wrong in many holds, but it feels that a yellow key is worth more than a Greckle gate.
Yes. In this hold, you just have such an influx of money.
Where do we have a grey man? Here,
east, yeah.
42 attack for faster win.
So what we can see is that he's costing us 90. If we do it and get the blue key, we can save 100 on the tar baby. So this, we have made a saving of 10 health immediately if we pick up that blue key.
And we are going to probably kill more tar babies.
Yeah.
Now the question is, but you didn't include the cost of the goblins right now.
Well, the thing with the goblins at the moment is that if we just start killing goblins, we can't hit enough. Oh, sorry, no, yes, this guy, no, we're not going to. Yeah, you're right, sorry. I thought that one gem would hit the next attack checkpoint. It won't.
we need like we need to
That's
get all of
correct,
the
sorry.
8
Yeah.
attack gems we have, so we need to kill 4 goblins and a greyman.
Well, no, we needed 7 attack to hit the next tar baby threshold. So that would be that attack gem on rule 5 that's worth 3 and 2 goblins on this level. So there you're looking at.
Wait, we have an attack gem on rule 3?
Sorry, on rule 5. Sorry,
Okay.
behind the blue door, it's worth 3.
Oh, right.
Is what I meant.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
right, it's +7. Why did I think it's +10?
Because it was +10 until we, I guess, picked up an attack gem somewhere. No.
I guess.
Oh, that Solus is invisible. What's
Ah,
happening?
interesting. And he's visible now? Invisible now.
How weird.
Huh. It reminds
don't
me
know
of
what's
this
going
problem
on
that
there.
Alex found on his stream that he became Vithro when he...
Oh yeah,
viewed
but
the-
that is every time. Like if you scroll back to the room you're in, like well, you would be Tendry, but of course you are Tendry. So, but yes, that's when you scroll rooms, it puts you back to as Tendry.
Right.
So that's a fun bug.
Oops. So we need
So
8 attack gems to save 100 HP per tar baby. But to get those attack gems, we need to kill 4 goblins and a greyman for a total of 80 times
no,
4
it's
is-
either 2 goblins and a grey man because the grey man's giving us this 3 value attack gem, or we're killing 4 goblins. So
Where
it's
do we
either...
have a greyman with 3?
Sorry,
Oh,
so if-
because yeah.
It gives you the blue key, which
Right,
gives you
that's
that.
true.
Yeah. So it's either 4 goblins or 2 goblins and a grey man.
Actually,
the 2
we have
goblins
to
and the
kill
grey
the.
man.
We actually have to kill the greyman to get all of the 4 goblins because one of the goblins is behind the greyman.
Oh, you're right. Yes, as well. So it's worth noting that while the goblins aren't going to get cheaper anytime soon, the grey man might, because he's actually he is hitting you more than once as well. So the defense is also even better for him. Once you've got the, you are saving at least 80 once you've got the shield. So, do we just go ahead and kill the tar baby anyway? It's probably worth thinking, what's behind the tar baby in rule
Yes.
5
Yes,
to know
that's true.
this.
And I'm just running now between floors.
Yes.
So the star baby. Once we defeat the star baby, we will have access to 2 attack gems here. And
Yeah,
not
well,
immediately because we
those
will have
2
to kill
attack
the goblin
gems-
first, of course. But
Yeah.
I think killing a goblin to get six
attack
attack,
is-
and knowing that goblins won't get any cheaper anytime soon is a good trade.
Yeah.
And this will also give us a green key for free.
Yep. There's another green key for free there. Well,
Actually, that will be 3 attack gems.
yep. So 9 attack, 2 green keys, and if you scroll to the east twice up here, there is, sorry, not east, sorry, I meant west. There is another room that we have access to, and that's a 4th attack gem.
Yes,
So
but I
we
think we
have-
have to kill the tar baby here to get out, if I remember correctly.
You might want to reassess that, is all I'm saying, because actually you don't. You can actually not kill that tar baby.
Okay.
There is a solution to that puzzle that avoids him.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but that's 12 attack and 2 green keys. We do actually need to take 1 green key to actually reach the shield.
Yes.
You may, there is a green key in the way, so we actually do have to go up here anyway. So at this point, we are just basically saying, do we kill goblins to make this tar baby cheaper? But it's only this 1 tar baby where we're actually going to make cheaper by doing that. And as we've already calculated, the grey man and at least 2 goblins
It's going to be way more than
is
100.
a lot more than that.
Yes.
So, and because that makes us hit
Although we
our-
also have to include this goblin calculation because we want to get those 2 attack gems which are in this room.
yes, but that is true. But I mean,
It's still going to be
I-
cheaper.
I wasn't counting him because we're probably going to want to do that anyway, and there's no chance of making him cheaper yet.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
He's way better than the goblins on rule 2. Or on rule 4. Sorry, why am I saying rule 2? Because they're 2 value. That's why I'm thinking that.
So I guess my decision will be to actually not kill the goblins on the previous floor right now.
Yes. Oh, watch out for him. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this is I haven't fully optimized from this point, but this is the same decision that I've come to, in that I do just kill this guy when he's still valued at 400.
So you were just leading me on the wrong path all the time.
Well, the whole point was to have you understand the value, and here, because we know we need to kill this guy in the short term, and he's going to give us the attack that we need for our current goal, then, we should probably just go ahead and do that.
And I want to believe that your attempt to make me understand is working, because I still think I'm just like flailing around, and it somehow sometimes works.
But the decisions that you're making are pretty much very close to optimal at the moment. Like,
yeah,
you don't
but if you weren't here, my decisions
doing.
would be very, very far from being optimal. So.
At this point, you might want to start picking up some health again. So
you're saying you can get the attack gem and get out without killing the...
That's correct.
Tar baby. And I presume I will also have to open this Greco gate, so I'll just do it immediately.
You will, yeah. You might as well collect that health, by the way, just to save time. Like, you're getting very low. So.
Okay, that wasn't very difficult.
The trick was that northern one has to be done first.
Yes.
And
that's notice
it,
that
really.
You can cross it diagonally.
Yes, that's it. That's the whole trick to avoiding the tar baby.
I'm trying to remember if I actually figured it out myself when I played it, when I finished this whole first time, and I just misremembered, or like I just didn't care enough because I assumed it's going to be impossible.
Yeah, well, I didn't figure it out for a while, actually. When I first tried to optimize, I was really far behind, and it was actually because I was missing that guy. So
we have a soulless here, who hits us only 2 times, and we are not going to let him down.
We've hit another attack checkpoint.
Yes. Let's check our swordsman, by the way. Yeah, so we have optimized him.
We can't make him cheaper, so that's good. And we've got the keys we need as well.
Yes. So, let's reassess our goal. So our goal is to get the shield.
Yep.
We will have to kill the star baby, and we won't be making it cheaper, I presume.
We can count it. So 22 attack. We know we still have 8.
Gems.
We have 8 on rule 4.
Yeah, right. I can just count it like this. So 8 on the low floor.
Yeah. So we need 14 more on this floor before we reach this guy.
7 attack gems. Not 7. 5.
Yes.
Because it's times 3.
Yeah.
Now the question is, it would save us only 100 HP.
Yeah.
And we would have to kill 4 goblins and a grey man to get the attack gems from the previous floor, so that's probably not even worth thinking about right now.
Yeah, well, each of them, once you've got the shield, you are saving 40 damage at least, so you can see that it's most likely not going to be worth it. In fact, it's definitely not. You have to take so much extra damage. The shield is really important here, because it's a lot of defense.
So yeah, anyway, making our way backwards, we will have to kill this star baby, which we can't optimize. Or we decided to not optimize, maybe that's the better way to put it. We have the soulless, which we won't be optimizing, and we will have to decide whether we want to kill it or just walk through its sword, but I'm going to make this decision later. We will need these 3 yellow keys, kill the swordsman, which we just can do right now. So basically, the most optimal thing right now would be to just get as quickly as possible to the shield.
Yeah, but there's 2 ways to go. One of them is to go this way, where you kill a soulless and a tar baby.
And
if you look down at the other route...
Yes, I can just make it through 1 tar baby.
Yeah.
And I think that's the route I will be taking.
Yep, because you want to minimize basically the number of monsters you're hitting before you get the shield.
Exactly.
So it's definitely this route. You This swordsman hits so much, you're probably going to need a bit more Oh no, there is more HP down below, so yeah.
Okay. I'm going to trust you.
Yeah, because this is another roach one, so you definitely want to pick this one up.
There you go, Rochi.
I'm not sure I can do this puzzle.
Well, you can, if you
No.
were right.
No, I
you
don't
doing.
think it's very difficult.
You haven't moved across enough, there you go. Oh, you were joking.
Yes. So
Just collect the health now, I'd say. And then, yeah, you open 2 Greco gates. You get the
do I
roach
need
back.
the roach?
Yes, you do actually need him, so
Okay.
you can't trigger what you need if he's not in your inventory. So.
Okay. Fair enough. So we could kill the soulless for attack, but that's not going to help us. At least not for our current goal. So we
Yeah.
can just skip it.
Access is forbidden.
Yeah. Kill the swordsman.
Yeah.
Open the...
Not sure if you might need a bit more health.
Maybe. I'm just going to save right now.
In fact, you will. Yeah, so you'll need at least like 1 more health potion. But there's one right here.
Okay, so now we have to make a decision whether to kill this guy or walk through his sword. So let's just assess how the place here looks. So once we get the shield, we will want to go out, leave this area, and we could go either south through this gauntlet.
Yep.
And yes, I know there's a secret wall here. Someone reminded me last time I was here. Or go back through here and kill the soulless.
Yeah. Well, if you look, that path is blocked by a blue door. You
Yes.
probably don't want to open a blue door if all it's saving you is taking like 1 hit from the
Yes.
soulless. Like that's not worth a blue door. So essentially, you're saying, is it worth taking 1 hit now to fight him later with the shield? And fighting him with the shield is saving you 80 hit points, but you are taking 140
Yes.
by what we're doing, because we're not going to hit another checkpoint before we come back to this guy, which is pretty
Unless
much
we
just
decide to
straight
go to
after
the next
shield.
floor. Right, but...
That is true, but you actually haven't got enough yellow keys to do that.
Oh no. That's
Because I
true.
think it's 2 yellow keys.
Yes,
there,
you're
yeah.
right.
So.
And
And we're going to spend 1 to get the shield, so you actually need to have 2 more yellow keys. So,
so we
well,
probably
we know
would
we've
like to
got a
have...
blue key, haven't we? So we can trade a blue key for 3 yellows. Sorry, back at the start of this level.
Yes, and we wanted to go there anyway, so that's
Yeah.
a good place to go. Here.
Yeah.
Now remind me, or tell me, why do we want to? Why is it a good trade to actually spend this blue key? And
Because
get-
it gives us all this health and attack as well. Like the score wise, the blue key for 3 yellows is the same, but we also get this
okay.
attack. Now it could be the case that you never need the yellows and the blue is more valuable, but in the end it's going to turn out that actually you're going to be very low on yellow keys. So it is a good idea to do this. I mean, we still are essentially 1 blue key ahead because of that one.
Now the question is, do I want to kill him right now or not?
Well, the 3 attack is doing nothing, and you've still got a
Yes.
shield that you're on the way to get.
Yes.
So
I'm just
you're
going to-
very close to the shield, and it's very good
that's true.
shield.
So yeah, we decided ultimately to kill this guy.
Yep.
We want the blue key from here, since it's free anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, no way to make it cheaper. I'm just trying to get into the habit of just checking this
Yes.
every
it's a
time
good
I try to
idea.
kill a new monster, or a monster I didn't kill in a while.
That's what I do. Just hammer that battle key over and over again.
Oh yeah, I noticed you like this, pressing this key. Okay,
I mean, numbers are great, and it's the screen that's got the most numbers on it, so clearly it's going to be the best screen in the game, right?
I won't argue with that.
Yes.
And there we go.
Nice.
Perhaps it might be worth... or you want to take the little platform back
Oh yeah. Right.
to avoid the time over talk. I was going to say, this might be a good time to stop, perhaps. We've just picked up a shield.
Yeah, and we are like 50 minutes into the recording. I just wanted to quickly check something, and I guess I can make it the and of episode 3 save. I just wanted to check something. What happens when you... Okay, the battle doesn't start.
If you wait, I think it will trigger a battle.
It's basically on turn 0, like in normal DROD, nothing important happens.
Yeah, nothing. Because you would end up in a death loop, you know, if
exactly.
you could. You can, via scripting, set the person's like HP to 0, and then you can leave the room and stay at 0 health.
Yes.
So, but yeah. Or no, maybe that was fixed. I think you could do that at one point, but they actually fixed it. You can't change their health on the... I'm not sure. Maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, I remember there was this bug and I remember I played a bit with it because it was very inconsistent with... Like, it just acted weird. It was back at the time when I was actually working a little bit on DROD RPG and fixing some things, so...
Yeah, and any time you got to negative health, like it did some weird stuff, so... I think certain things broke, right, yeah.
Alright, so... We have managed to clear all of Rule 4 and get the shield on Rule 5 in a single episode. I guess we are kinda... Or maybe it's me just getting a little bit better in this game.
Yeah, I mean, every time you pick up a major piece of equipment, you should reassess everything.
Yes.
So we'll start the next episode looking back at everything. But it is interesting to note that you've actually left 4 attack gems on the previous level just because the monsters you're fighting here need so much attack to hit the next checkpoint that it just wasn't worth it. You know, you never needed it, and because it just threw attack at you in that central area. So...
It's also interesting because I remember when I played Tower of Sorcerer the first time, I think it was even before RPG was released, and the way I looked at the game was that like it was completely it was impossible for me to, you know, make any real progress other than just randomly attacking things and hoping for the best. And here I am, like three episodes with you playing the game, hammering that battle key.
Yeah, well, I don't think Tower of the Sorcerer had the battle
No, it didn't
key,
have
so
it.
it was a lot more difficult to figure it out. Also, it's way more complicated. The second half of Tendry's Tale's a lot harder than the first, which is basically just Tower of the Sorcerer, the second half.
Yeah, that's what I heard, except it doesn't look the same, so I'm just... Once we get to that point, I hope you'll just explain to me, like, the similarities.
Yeah, it's similar in the fact that it is almost exactly the same, except the layout is equivalent, but it doesn't look the same. But actually, it is basically identical in most ways.
The decisions are the same, basically, right? So, but
and
placed
the
differently.
monster stats are the same. There are 1 or 2 things that actually are different that do change what you do, but for the most part, you know, it is very, very similar, basically. So
I see. All right then.
Right, enough talking.
Yeah. So, if you, the viewer, are still with us, thank you for watching, and we hope you will join us the next time. And in the meantime, goodbye.
Goodbye.